Welcome to the Explainer. All right, let's settle a big one today in the world of AI. When it comes to translation, should you be using the specialist DeepL or the all-rounder ChatGPT? Let's dive in.
So you've got these two AI giants, right? DeepL and ChatGPT. Which one should you actually trust with your words? It's a huge question, and honestly, it all boils down to what you're trying to do. By the time we're done here, you're going to have a super clear idea of which one is right for you.
You know, choosing the right tool matters more now than ever before. And it's not just about, swapping one word for another. We're talking about how businesses go global, how pros like us work together across continents, and really how all of us connect with people from different cultures every single day.
Okay, so let's meet the contenders. To really get the difference here, you have to go back to their origins. Think of it like a master chef versus a Swiss Army knife. One was built to do one thing perfectly, while the other, well, it was built to do pretty much everything.
And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? On one side, you've got DeepL. It's the specialist. It wakes up in the morning thinking about one thing and one thing only: how to give you the most natural, professional-sounding translation possible. Then you've got ChatGPT, the all-rounder. For ChatGPT, translation is just one of the many tricks up its sleeve.
So here's the question you've got to ask yourself. Do I need a laser-focused tool that does one job perfectly, or do I need a versatile assistant that can translate something for me and then, help me write an email about it?
All right, so we've talked philosophy, specialist versus all-rounder, but how does that actually play out in the real world? Let's get into the nitty-gritty and compare them head-to-head on accuracy and features. Okay, let's cut to the chase. This is the big one, right? The question everyone asks: which one is actually more accurate? And the answer is, well, it's not that simple. It really depends on what you're translating.
This chart does a great job of laying it all out. See, DeepL often comes out on top in blind tests, especially for European languages. If you've got a serious business document, it's probably your most reliable bet. But then look at ChatGPT. Because it's such a massive language model, it's sometimes better at grasping the bigger picture, the whole vibe of a long conversation. That's why for something tricky, like translating informal Japanese to English, ChatGPT can sometimes nail the nuance and clarity in a way that's, well, it's pretty amazing.
And this is where DeepL really shines for the pros. We're not just talking about copy-pasting a few sentences here. DeepL is built from the ground up to slide right into a professional workflow. Think bigger.
The whole workflow is just clean. You upload your document, say a whole PowerPoint presentation or a Word doc, and what you get back is a fully translated version with the formatting preserved. I mean, can you imagine the hours that saves? It's a total game changer for anyone dealing with reports or presentations.
Now, ChatGPT's features, they're a completely different beast. It's less of a tool and more of an interactive partner. You can ask it to translate something, sure, but then you can immediately follow up and say, okay, now summarize that for me. Or, hey, can you rewrite that but make it sound more fun? Or even, give me 5 taglines based on this translation. Yeah, with ChatGPT, the translation is really just a starting point. It's the first step in a bigger conversation. You can pivot on a dime from translating to summarizing to brainstorming. It's this all-in-one creative powerhouse. Okay, so we've seen the strengths and weaknesses of both. Now for the most important part. Which one is the perfect translation tool for you? Let's figure it out.
It really just boils down to asking yourself 3 simple questions. First, what's my main goal? Is it flawless accuracy or is it creative flexibility? Second, what am I translating? Are we talking formal, buttoned-up documents or more casual, conversational stuff? And third, how do I work? Do I need to upload whole files or is it more of an interactive back-and-forth thing? Your answers to these questions are going to point you straight to your winner.
Let's put it this way. If you're a lawyer translating a legal contract where a single misplaced comma could be a disaster, DeepL is your safe bet. No question. When precision is everything, the specialist wins.
But now, let's say you're a marketer. You're trying to localize an ad campaign for a new country. You need the translation, yeah, but you also need to brainstorm new taglines that'll resonate with that culture. That's where ChatGPT becomes your creative partner. The all-rounder really shines when you need that kind of flexibility.
Okay, but what if you're thinking, I need both. I need the accuracy and the versatility, but for my whole team, right? What if you need to manage all this at a huge scale? Well, that's where this whole new enterprise category comes into play.
So you have these platforms like machinetranslation.com that are basically the next step up.
They're trying to give you the best of both worlds, the killer accuracy of a DeepL with the smart AI-powered workflows you get from a ChatGPT. But it's all wrapped up in a system that's designed to handle massive, multilingual projects for big businesses. It's really about going from a personal tool to a full-blown enterprise solution.
And that kind of brings us to a bigger, more mind-bending question, doesn't it? As these AIs get better and better at mastering human language, what does that mean for the art of translation itself? I mean, with tools this powerful in everyone's hands, the way we communicate across cultures is changing in real time. It's happening right now, and it makes you wonder, what's next?